Take a seat.
Trevor, are you okay?
Yeah.
Just gotta make sure.
You have my express permission for all future.
Alright, very good. Blanket, you'll regret that later.
Hey guys, I'm Trevor. Some of you may see me back when I showed off Superstar Strategy or Steelbreakers. Today I'm showing off something new. I've been learning Godot lately because I wanted to participate in the Global Game Jam this week, so I spent some time doing a crash course, and now I wanted to do like another small project just to get me up to speed and get used to making new games on my own with Godot. So this is called Snowball Fright. It's work in progress title, but probably not actually because I'm probably not going to work on this again today. So this game is it's not like super complicated or anything, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I only worked on this for about 10 days, so I'm pretty happy with it. This was made in about 30 minutes. Like this picture, don't judge me.
It looks great.
This is the game. It's like an 8-way run kind of thing where you control a penguin. And you can pick up snowballs, and then there's like Yeti enemies you gotta fight and stuff. So you can pick up snowballs and you can throw them. You can also pick up tiles from. Oh, he squished. That's funny. You can pick up tiles, and then you can turn them into snowballs. And you can go over here and you can put down snowballs, and you'll see like a little highlight thing here. You can create and build.
Cool. That is pretty cool. That's feature.
Yeah. So the snowman you will see has like a yellow highlight thing around his snowballs. So that means he'll use them to throw against.
I see.
That's great.
So it's a turret.
Yeah, he's a turret. So
Wicked.
they'll throw snowballs for you.
So you can like lead the
I love that.
Yeah. So you can go and like build stuff. If you have. I'm about to die here. This is hard, especially when I'm not able to see what I'm doing. But if you have 2 snowballs, you can build like a little wall. And so you can build like forts and stuff to like defend yourself. And if you have 3 snowballs, you can make a snowman. And the snowman is like a radius around him. So if you want to give him, you can only use those snowballs he has around him to shoot with. So if you feed him, you gotta like feed him ammo so that he can throw stuff.
That's so good.
Otherwise, you can like pick them up yourself and just throw them. But if you pick up a tile without like an existing snowball, it kind of like freezes you in place, so you like might get like attacked or something. So a lot of the game is about like keeping your distance and like trying to like beat these guys. And you can attack them yourself as well, but you run the risk of getting like run over. But if you pick up an existing snowball, there's no lag. You just like go with it. Once you defeat all 10, which is probably too much for this quick demo, I should have thought of that. Here you get like a menu where you click and says, "Hey, you won," and if you die, you die.
Cool.
Nice. If you defeat a Yeti, do they because they're abominable snowmen? Do they drop snowballs?
That's a good idea. I should have done that. No, they don't. They do have a particle effect that's like snowballs because I just reused that particle from when you build.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I might never touch this again after. But it's pretty straightforward. You have 2 buttons that have dual uses. Originally, these were all different buttons, but it was really confusing to control. So if you're holding something you can't build until you drop something. But you'll see like that little preview in front of him that shows like what you can build and like where you position it. And whatever you build will snap to the grid. So it's not necessarily exactly where you're pointing. Because I didn't want to run into a situation where you have like overlapping collision. It's all sticks to the tile set. There's different collision for snowballs. So like these walls, if I program them properly, should stop snowballs. But like the fences, you can throw over them. So you can kind of use them as like a safe spot to safely shoot. The Yetis. Originally I had a lot more fences, and it got too easy because the Yetis are not very good at pathfinding. They kind of just walk at you. I didn't want you to be able to just stick them in a corner and then just like kill them.
I assume the snowballs are also fences, so you can throw over them.
I don't remember.
Let's find it.
Yeah, let's find it. Or do it live. You kind of damaged your own walls when you throw them with snowballs. So really it's a way to like corral them into place. I'm now justifying this after the fact. And these guys are supposed to activate when you get close to them, but I added that like yesterday, and I didn't thoroughly test it and fix it, so sometimes they just like sit there, ominously.
Did you ever get more snow, or like if you keep playing eventually?
If you keep playing, you'll run out of snow, But you'll almost certainly, well, I guess now that you can throw snowballs at your own walls, you could theoretically run out of snowballs. Ordinarily, they only despawn when you hit the Yetis, and there's only 10 of them, so
Right.
you'd have a ton of snowballs on the ground, but you wouldn't really like run out. Realistically, like this is a pretty big map though, so like you're probably not gonna run out of snowballs. But yeah, that's basically the game. When you get hit, there's like a vignette around the screen that like flashes red a bit. I stole that straight from the class that we. And then when you die, it goes like gray, and it covers the thing, plays a sound effect, and then shows the thing. So that's about it.
I think the snowball thing is brilliant. Do you think you're gonna dog food that into steel breakers at all, or?
Steel breakers. I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really charming.
Yeah, no, I do like the idea of it. With steel breakers, I'm trying to be careful about scope creep. It's an idea, and it's one that I might consider. I already have like the logic for like picking up bushes, like in Zelda and stuff.
What's one more feature?
I have 2 games in the works. And I'm going back to Superstar Strategy first. So, yeah, basically, so this is probably, this, now that I've done this in Godot, this can be exported to HTML, and I have, and it's private right now. But if anyone wants a link to the,
please.
the version on itch, it's on itch, and you can play it. I recommend Chrome. Firefox is really buggy and laggy with the
Always has been with HTML5 stuff.
But yeah, it's all playable. And if anyone wants to come by and try it later on, they're free to as well.
Are you anything with the houses?
Sorry?
In the houses in the map?
What about them? Did they do anything?
Yeah.
No. they're just there to fill in space. Because originally it was just walls and trees and stuff, and I wanted something a little more
You
visually
use them
distinct.
as a workflow or something.
I thought about that, but I didn't want to increase the scope of this thing. I was like, I want to get something finished for this, and then I'll probably maybe someday I'll add like some additional features, maybe new things you can build or like different objective types. I thought about having the houses be little cottages that would be attacked by the Yetis, and instead of killing the Yetis, you'd have to defend the cottages. Or rather, that would be a lose condition rather than a win condition. So like if they broke all the cottages and like killed people or whatever, then that would suck. But also, but I didn't have time for that to get that done for here. And really, this was just a way for me to get familiar with Godot and like learn how the engine works.
Mechanics are really cool though.
Yeah, it
It is pretty cool.
I think it's
How long did you pick for this?
About 10 days.
yeah, 10 days.
Did you
for
do
this
the
stuff.
sprites by yourself this time?
Most of the sprites are the Kenny sprite, but I did the penguin myself.
Oh,
That's
wicked.
The, like, 8-way round there.
It's very cute penguin.
I picked a penguin because I wanted. I stole this from Andrew Scholas or whatever, who made the fox so you could tell which way he's looking. I used the penguin so his beak could tell you like which way.
Nice.
And also he's like black in the back, so you can kind of tell what direction he's looking.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Originally, I was gonna have you play as a snowman, but that didn't visually work. So
You could have done an orange character.
Yeah,
I thought about that, but with penguin I can also color his back, so it's like a little easier to tell.
Yeah.
You could give little snowman a cape.
Or
could.
at the top hat be kind of.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The Godot navigation should be easy to implement. You should probably throw that away.
Yeah, I just want them to
actually.
walk around walls. That's what I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Right now they're kind of done. They just walk directly at you.
Yeah.
But in the future, I was thinking of looking into like pathfinding and stuff. And
Yeah.
potentially like local multiplayer where you throw snowballs and build
That would be
forts.
really
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But I made a
Multiplayer
lot
is
of
really
local
easy on
multiplayer
Godot.
games lately, and I'm like, I want to maybe do something different.
Yeah.
for once. But I could, and this might be a good template for like learning to do some like Godot like online
Yeah.
multiplayer and stuff too. So,
Do you enjoy working with the engine?
I am frustrated how happy I am working.
Oh.
After making 2
That's a good
very
answer.
large games with building my own engine
Yeah.
and then having like this done in 10 days, this is unfathomably fast.
Yeah.
For me. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself when I finish those 2 games and I move to Godot, and I'm just gonna make all my games in Godot, and I'm just gonna be like, wow, like I've made like 50 games when I could have made 1.
This is too easy. I hate
Yeah,
it.
I'm running out of ideas for games, guys. But yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Snowball Fright.
Yeah, that's fantastic.